What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday over here. Hope you guys are doing well on this weekend. We do have Bitcoin currently at about 26.9K. Very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin right now because it could determine where the altcoins are going to be heading next. If Bitcoin is able to reclaim that 28K area and the daily 200 SMA, things are going to be looking a lot better for the altcoins, at least in the short term. However, if Bitcoin continues pulling back here, the next level I'm really looking at is at about that 25K level again. That is going to be pulling quite a bit of these altcoins down with it. So very important to be paying attention to be Bitcoin right now, as always, okay? Regardless if you're holding Bitcoin or altcoins. Now, I've already done a more detailed post on Bitcoin earlier today, so make sure to check out my first post today. Very important. Now, on the main topic here, it's going to be about the GRT token, GRT. See what has gone on in this market since the last time I have talked about it. Has anything changed? Is this market going to be breaking out of its recent downtrend? And what will it take? Okay, going to be taking a look into some upside and downside price targets in order. Some upside and downside targets for this market, as well as some key price levels this coin need to break in order to break either direction. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal opinions about this market, as well as what I'm personally doing right now later in this video, so make sure to be staying around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I could very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets, and I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So you guys feel the same way. If you guys are feeling pumped on a Saturday morning, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. All right, so we do have GRT here, currently sitting at about 8 cents. Not doing too much today. What has happened since the last time we have talked about the graph here? Okay, come over here to the weekly time frame, where I pointed out that this price action has been running within this falling wedge for quite a bit of time now, since earlier this year, February of this year, which seems to be pretty similar to quite a bit of altcoins here, okay, has been running within falling wedges, okay? Falling wedge usually break to the upside. Usually, okay? The probabilities are in the bull's favor. However, it could still break down, okay? So since last time I've talked about this, I did say that the measure move would be about right above 21 cents area. Now, measure moves are estimates only, okay? There could be quite a bit of things that could happen in between. I've seen a lot of coins that broke out of their falling wedges or whatever patterns recently, and they broke out and they don't do anything for quite some time, okay? Even, go downwards after breaking out of their patterns. So that is something to be keeping in mind, okay? Measure moves are estimates only. Take that with a grain of salt. It really depends on the type of market that you're in. In bull markets, I've seen coins that just crush their measure targets. But during markets like these, it's a very iffy market. We're not really sure if this is going to be breaking to the upside or the downside. There's a lot less momentum, so it's a very iffy market. So I would definitely take these measure moves with a grain of salt. Okay, now go ahead and also Google search or ChatGPT, whatever these trading concepts I'm talking about here, so you can actually learn technical analysis for yourself, because that's most important if you want to stay in this market for the long run, either if you're trading or, well, I'm going to be most focused on trading, okay? Now, let's talk about what has happened recently. Let's come down here to the smaller time frame, the daily time frame. So if I want to get an idea of what's happening on a higher time frame, I will come down to a lower time frame and see if we can get any clues. So it looks like since the last time I've talked about this, even on a smaller time frame there was a falling wedge that broke to the downside, okay, against its probabilities. Actually, no. this actually broke out, partially like met its measure targets. It did not go all the way, and then got rejected very hard. Okay, so it still broke out to the upside, but that's, an example here. It breaks out, but it does not get to its measure targets. And now let's see what it could be doing. Okay, so it looks like this could be another falling wedge pattern here, a bigger one. And we might have a breakout here again. So let's see how far this one goes. All right, so we have a falling channel here. Okay. All right, there you go. That works. And then this broke to the upside. Okay, it is still very close to the upper trend line here. Measure move out of this falling channel, which is still a bullish pattern usually. You take the measurement of the opening of the pattern, and then you put it on top of we have an actual breakout point. That will give you about a 9 cents measure target. And if you break 9 cents, that looks like it would break the bigger falling wedge pattern as well on the weekly time frame. Okay, so that's basically what I'm looking at. Like I said, measure moves, definitely take that with a grain of salt. If it gets rejected and it doesn't meet its measure targets, we're gonna come back here and rechart what's going on. So if you guys do want to continue seeing more of GRT updates, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I will bring you guys an update if enough of you guys want to see it. Let's take a look into some key resistances. I'm going to go from the daily time frame up to the monthly. I usually consider moving averages from the daily up to the monthly. Okay, that's just what I do. You guys do whatever you want. Daily 21 SMA, the blue line here, which is about 8.5 cent area. Daily 50 SMA, the gray line here, is going to be about that area, 8.7 cent area. Daily 200 SMA is going to be outside of the bigger falling wedge pattern. It's going to be about the 11 cent area, the orange line here. Do the same exercise for the 3-day, weekly, and the monthly time frame, or whatever time frame you guys are interested in. You guys can also look for key supports and resistances based on previous trading history. I usually like coming to the monthly time frame here just so I can get a cleaner look at previous trading history here. Okay, you guys can also go over to whatever time frame you guys are interested in and look at past trading history for key resistances on that time frame. Okay, so right now, let's see here. It doesn't look like we're at any particular key support here. Well, it looks like we are at one based on these two candles here. October last year, November of last year. Okay, if that doesn't hold, the next key support I'm seeing here is going to be about the 6 cent area. Right here from December of last year, that's going to be about the 6.5 cent area. And then if that doesn't hold, it looks like we're coming down to 5.5 cent area. So 6.5 and 5.5. Right? If that does not hold, I'm looking at this inception candle of back in December 2020. That's going to be about 3 cent area. So 5.5 to 6.5. And then if those two don't hold, based on what I'm seeing here, is going to be about the 3 cents area. It's going to be pretty hard to read. So that's my guess here. Okay, so that's basically some key supports and resistances to be paying attention to. What I am personally doing in this market is I am going to be liquidating my spot longs and focus on leverage trading both ways. Okay, we are stuck in a very tight range. So it's going to take quite a bit of patience to be holding longs right now. So I am going to be focusing on leverage trading. as I have been for the past couple of weeks and have been getting more consistent results. Okay, so that's basically what I'm seeing here, even though Bitcoin still looks bullish on the medium term because it has been able to stay away from that double top pattern breakdown on the weekly time frame. However, things will change if you break 24.7K, okay? That is the neckline of that double top pattern. That would basically tell me you're going to break through the weekly 50 SMA as well, which is at about 24.9K right now. Measure move from this breakdown of this double top pattern, which you definitely don't want to see if you're a bull, is going to be about the 17K, 17.2K area, okay? Very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin right now. Very important that it reclaims that 28K level to begin with. And then we could talk about even the 32K level. But right now, very iffy market, okay? Even though things do look bullish on the medium term here, okay? Now that's basically what I'm looking at. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next post.